Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. We're just gonna talk today. Welcome. This is definitely a very chatty, very just kind of off the cuff video. It may take a while if you're new. You know, don't go far. Just maybe check out a playlist of some other tutorials or dupes or bargain of the week if this kind of video doesn't suit you. I'll list all the products I use below just because I want to chat versus talk about product. But it's hard to just randomly talk, so I thought I would put on my makeup while we talk. Well, so many of you, like me, we're all kind of in this crazy just time in life, and I feel like we thought things were going to get better, like the pandemic was going to go away and then life gets back to normal, and ha 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 ha, wasn't that weird, 2020? And it's not doing that, and we're all kind of, things have changed in our lives so much, and I'm just in such a different place personally and in my life than I was when I first started my channel. And this isn't like a bad news video or anything like that. It's just kind of a, hey, what's new? What's happening? A lot of you are so sweet and you go, oh, Rebecca, I just think about you. You seem sad sometimes. And I find that very intuitive on your part because I am. There is a grief. There is something, just talking about it, ooh, gives me that like feeling of like I'm gonna cry. Let's just kind of start, let's start from, where do we start? Do we start from a year ago? Let's start from a year ago. Oy, oy. So a year ago, I'm coming up on the 1-year anniversary my dad passed away. And obviously with a pandemic and over 600,000 people who have passed away in our country and people who have gotten sick, lost jobs, lost homes, natural disasters, people have lost homes. There's a lot of us out here, a lot of you out there who have gone through so much grief, so much loss, and all of our grief and loss is different. Nobody's is worse or more tragic than the next. It's your story, it's my story, and I think if we can just all be kind and gentle, I mean, that's sort of what I try to do. And sometimes I get mad and sometimes I am not kind and gentle. And I can be very furious, but my point being, I know a lot of you out there have suffered. We've lost pets. We've maybe lost a marriage, like, your marriage, you've gotten a divorce or a separation. I mean, there's just so much. A year ago, about this, well, actually exactly a year ago, my mom had glaucoma surgery. And I thought that was rough because my dad, 88, was, my mom and my dad, my mom was 79, my dad was approaching his 89th birthday. And, it was like they had done everything together and everything. I was like grocery shopping for them during the pandemic so that they didn't have to go out in public, and they isolated so that they would stay healthy. And that was all good. And then we could just kind of tell my dad, he just was extra tired, and he wasn't driving very well lately. He actually kind of got a fender bender, and my mom had to go to these appointments for her glaucoma and have surgery downtown Seattle. And I just said to her, I go, hey, you know what? I'll take you. Dad doesn't have to worry about traffic and parking, and you guys seem kind of extra stressed, so let me do it for you. And she was like, oh yeah. Even my dad was like, yeah, that's a good idea. 2 weeks later, my dad just pretty much is like in front of our eyes. It was Labor Day weekend, and it was a Sunday evening, and he was couldn't walk, was lethargic, complained of a headache, started vomiting. and we didn't really know what was going on. And with COVID, we didn't really want to just randomly drive him to an ER and be like, hey, check this out, what's wrong? Because we just knew that that was, you know, risky. Anyway, so he turned out he had a brain bleed, and it was significant. They did a craniotomy to help relieve, or, you know, to try to correct it, fix it, relieve it, whatever. The surgery went fine, but he never recovered from the surgery. He never really woke. I mean, he woke up. It was very strange. It's very strange being with a person with any kind of head injury, because doctors tell you things that they can't like promise. You know, they're saying, well, all his vitals are good. He's responding to vocal commands, but, you know, but you're like, yeah, but my dad, it's not my dad. Like, he's not speaking, and he can't eat, and he can't sit up, and he can't, you know. You're just thinking, what the heck is gonna happen here? And they keep letting you know that, you know, sometimes just brains take a while to heal and all that. So it's, you know, you just sort of have to wait and see. And I was kind of preparing for the worst, not to lie, I was. And it turns out he passed away, and it's September 12th is the day he passed away. We actually got to say goodbye. My brother flew in from Chicago, and they let my mom and my brother in, and we had a little bit of time with him, and we knew it was soon. And then we actually left because they were like, sorry, you know, we just can't have this many people in the ICU. And of course, I mean, they'd already kind of bent the rules for us. So we left, and then the nurse called, like, literally while I'm in the car, that he passed away. And I was so grateful. He was just, it was like I said to God, just heal him or take him. Because this is rough. This is just such a purgatory of in between. Like, we don't know what's happening. And so that was terrible, right? Anyway, it turns out because of my mom's glaucoma, she cannot see. Her left eye is pretty much blind. She cannot drive. She has balance issues. She's actually got osteoporosis. Like, she's having a hard time just walking and maneuvering. She's just getting hunched in little. And so I just, you know, she can't do things by herself, and I have to be there for her. So she's about 30 minutes away, and basically, a lot of you know, about 5 days out of the week, kind of alternate days, and we work our schedules together. I can help her with things around the house, get her groceries for her, do any chores that she can't, take her to any appointments that she needs, and stuff like that. It's tough, because I miss my dad, but I can't just like, my life is not back to normal. I'm not just like living my life the way it was, but grieving my dad. Now my life is completely changed on its head, because I am I have to constantly consider my mom. The other reason I can't leave my mom for long is she needs eye drops in her eye because of her condition, daily, multiple times a day. And she can't do it herself because she can't see the dropper. And we've tried all those other, we've tried. Anyway, let's now go to the fact that also you all know that, our dog, so my dad passes away in September. Our 14-year-old dog, Sophie, passes away in March. Right? Why not? Why not? Why not just just deal with your dog dying when your father dies? And oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, my son graduated from high school, and he's gone off to college. This is his second week of classes, and it's been rough. It's tough. He's homesick, he's kind of adjusting. It's rough. Emma's in college, and we're kind of quiet and lonely here. We're not going to travel much because even though we're empty nesters, you know, a lot of times people are like, you know, let's just get an RV and drive the country, or let's head to Europe. I mean, pandemic, but whatever, you know, you can. And I'm not going to do that because of my mom. So we got a dog. We got a dog last week, and she is so sweet. Her name is Leia. She's a rescue. We found her through Pet Finder, and we found out that she was rescued from Turkey. We found this out when the lady brought her to our house, and had her like vaccine and spay records, and they were in Turkish. And she does this rescue where she flies to Turkey. I think she works with other people, and she gets dogs that have been like recovered from the streets. And so Leia, we called her because Princess Leia. My son is a huge Star Wars fan, so that was his choice. Leia has never had a home, as far as we know. We think she's had puppies because she's got those like droopy teats. Don't we all? And we were told she was Pinscher Corgi mix. Now we did some digging on the internets, and we found a Xolo dog, Xolo, long other name with it, which is a Mexican hairless dog, but there's coated Xolos. And we read about them, her to a T. She's got a short she is short like a corgi, but she's also kind of squat like a dachshund, and she's got like pincher ears, but she doesn't bark. She doesn't care if strangers come over or the UPS man rings the doorbell. She's super calm. She just stays in her dog bed. She's not a watchdog, that's for sure. She snuggles. She is so easy to walk on a leash. You know, she's adjusting, and she's very cautious. Like, she sleeps. She just would sleep on the floor for like the first 24 hours. She didn't know what to do. She was so confused. She was just so like stressed. And then the second day she slept on her dog bed, but only downstairs. And then we got her to be okay with going upstairs, and then she would just sleep on the floor upstairs. And now we've got her on her doggy bed that's upstairs. So we've gone from just sleeping on the floor downstairs only, not really knowing what to do, to happily sleeping on her dog bed, either upstairs or downstairs. And the cats, we have 2 cats, it took a couple days for them to figure out who, what, she, what, like, why is this here? And she is the most chill dog. She wants to play with the cat so badly. She's very polite. She gives them space. It's just crazy. I can't get over just her temperament and the way she is. It's very strange. I need to take her to the vet. She's never had a nail trim. And so yeah, her nails. Actually, I trim them. She let me trim her nails. She doesn't like peanut butter. I'm telling you, she's a really weird dog. It's been fun, and it really, really has helped me adjust and have something around to just, love and love me back. I mean, besides my husband. So it's been good. It's definitely given me kind of this, like, I have plenty purpose with looking after my mom. I don't need a dog. People are like, it gives you a sense of purpose. And I'm like, right. Yeah, I don't need a dog for a sense of purpose, but it's nice. It makes me happy, and because of what's going on. YouTube, I love YouTube. I love doing what I do. But I gotta say, sometimes I have like just performance anxiety. Like, you know, I just kind of, I doubt myself constantly. I see channels that had like less subscribers than me last year and now have double subscribers than me this year. And I'm like, whoa, good for them. But wow, how did they do that? You know, like I feel like I don't have the bandwidth and energy to do the things that maybe the hustle, you know, the working. I mean, sometimes you just get kind of like a good bit of, you know, you're putting out quality content and you just kind of hit that sweet spot where the algorithm and word of mouth and boom, you know, you're getting views, you're getting subscribers, and it's great. And I feel like I've had so many good opportunities, like I've had professional opportunities come my way. So I am proud of myself and happy what has been happening. But there's also this part of me that just goes, why did she get that and not me? Or, oh, look at her. Look at her do those good things. And yeah, so sometimes it's just even hard for me to like open my work emails and just respond to stuff because I feel like, you know, I don't want to promise something I can't fulfill. I don't want to just say to a company like, oh, sure, I'll put that video up for you. And then things get in the way. I mean, because there are days where it's just really hard for me to kind of put myself in, I'm going to film. I'm going to put makeup on. I'm going to film. I'm going to like arrange all my product. I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to do whatever. Sometimes you're just like, no, I can't do this. I mean, I know this is the easiest job in the world, but it's also still takes a fortitude of just, you know, your mentality. If it's not in the right place, it's going to show. And I've done that before. I've filmed sick. I filmed sad, and I'll get these comments like, oh, Rebecca, are you okay? And I love joking around, and I love being goofy, and I love it when you guys love the Sheen meter, and you know, so I want to do that. That's who I want to be. I just want to be goofy. I got my new lens. I have a new, it's a 50 millimeter, is that it? And it was like on autofocus, and I kind of was still familiarizing myself with it. And I was going in and out of focus a lot. And someone was like, Rebecca, I've watched you for I love, people are funny when they start with, I've watched your channel for years, and you know, I just can't do this anymore if you're going to be out of focus. Like, all right. I mean, what's with the, I've watched this channel for you. It's like, are you telling me this like I'm supposed to give you some kind of, you know, like we go to a restaurant, like I have come to this restaurant for years, so I deserve, like, give me the best table. You know, it's like, look, whether you've come to my channel for the first time or you've been here since the beginning, I want to do a good job for you. I mean, I appreciate the people who have watched all these years, because holy crap, there's a lot out there, and the fact that you're still here, God bless you. I think you're my people, you know, I think you really get me and where I come from and, like, you know, the way I tick. But I can't, you know, I'm not here to just sort of, if you say, if like, oh, like lately I don't like your videos this way or that way. And it's like, yeah. I mean, quality issue. God, if something's out of focus, I get it. That's not good. You know, I can't do that. But sometimes I'm just kind of like, brr, I am doing the best I can, and technology isn't my friend, or, you know, I thought I did this okay and it turned out it wasn't, and yeah. Talk about a dump right there in terms of emotions. Oh, yikes. Man. Right? Yeah. Oh, and let's talk about, okay, so, you know, when you have a parent that passes away and an older parent to, take care of and that's still around, and you're the sibling, you're kind of the designated sibling because you live nearby and the other siblings are not capable or in a different state. My sister, by the way, is disabled. She is a disabled adult living with my mom. My mom is her guardian. I'm actually a co-guardian. She can do personal things for herself, but she can't drive, work. She's developmentally disabled. So yeah, my mom is responsible for her, and oh my God. And so, yeah, the other thing, let's talk more about like YouTube and stuff and like how I'm not your person for Ulta 21 days. I feel because I'm trying to I want to declutter and I want to minimize, not like Marie Kondo type, like I'm not doing that. I like my stuff too much. I'm kind of addicted to like Marshalls and TJ Maxx. So like I find a handbag. I literally found a handbag yesterday from Radley London, I think is the brand. And I got so excited. I have like 5 Kate Spade bags that I don't use. And then I'm ready to buy this little satchel that is from $300 down to $60. And for me, it's just like the hunt. I want to just like find it. And then I was like, no, I don't need this. But my point, I really slowed down makeup purchasing. Maybe it's because I'm getting more PR, which is exciting. And so I have just a lot of product in my house. No wonder people get like these giant units of storage and drawers, and they have studios, because I'm still just filming in my bedroom. And I've got a couple IKEA cupboards, that I keep stuff in, plus a lot of like rolling carts from Home Goods and Michael's with like bins and stuff. I am so disorganized. I'm just not a person that keeps things. Yeah, my brain doesn't work like that. It's way more scattered. But just don't be surprised if you see just more kind of me using my products that I have. If I get PR, I will share it, of course. And yeah, I'll do, we're getting into like, obviously when Black Friday or other specials come up, and I'll try new things here and there and share. Of course, I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying I might just be kind of like digging in the old stuff. And by old, I mean like March, like makeup I bought in March that I forgot I had. Aging parents, kids off to college. And my husband, God, sometimes he annoys the crap out of me, but he really is just a sweetheart who can really just kind of calm my crazy, He knows when I get like overwhelmed. And yeah. So thank goodness for him. He does not like being on social media. He hates it when oh my God, he was so cute. When we were in Hawaii, and I was like, okay, we're going to take our cocktails, or like our drinks. We're going to boomerang. This is what we're going to do. And he's like, okay, am I in it? Can you see my face? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. No, I'll just do the drinks. He's like, okay. So he's like, let me see it before you post it, and I show it to him and his face isn't in it. So he's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then when his face was in something, he's like, did you post that? And I'm like, yeah, you look cute. And he's like, just let me know. Cause I feel so, he's so self-conscious and introverted. Like, he's just like, I don't know when you're posting. Like, honey, don't worry. If I post you, it's because you're cute. I'm not posting you to embarrass you. Don't worry. But it was really, so then the whole boomerang and the cocktails, every time we had drinks, he goes, are we boomeranging? And I go, if you want, I mean, okay. You know, like, apparently we had to boomerang, or he thought we were like every cocktail, every drink at every meal. He's like, ready? I was like, no, sweetie, it's okay. Let's just drink our pina coladas. The people don't need to see all the alcohol we consume. It was funny. I think that's enough, right? I could keep going. That is the latest for Frugy. Also, Rebecca. Also, let's talk one day about me changing my channel name, because I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know if I don't know if I'm vibing it still. But just let me know how you are. I mean, some of you share with me just amazing things. Your words of encouragement are so great. And then you say things like, I'm helping you, just because I'm, you know, being out here goofy and whatever. So yeah, I mean, if you want, I'm here. I just kind of spilled all about me, and I gave you kind of like the groundwork of what's going on with me. If you want me to delve further into other insight about any of these topics we've covered today, feel free, let me know. And maybe I can do a more comprehensive, in-depth journey into issues like, you know, grief, aging parents, kids, blah, 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 blah. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, okay? Be nice to someone even you don't want to be nice to, you know? But also stand up for yourself and exercise boundaries. But anyway, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.